man into the basement with my 12-year-old daughter. Really nothing more than a babysitter. So I choose to not do it. Constantly controlled and abused and enabled by the court system to continue the abuse.
This matter is before the court to review any outstanding issues, including but not limited to both parties.
Oh, geez, she is
monthly parenting time complaints. This hearing is being conducted via
a
Zoom.
linebacker.
Aaron Atkinson, the plaintiff, is present. Is Samantha Sewell present on audio?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to both of you. On audio?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to both of you.
Morning. Morning.
Since we're last in court, Ms. Pratt has conducted a custody parenting time investigation, which included an interview of all three of your children.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Pratt has made a recommendation. Have both of you received a copy of Ms. Pratt's recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The judge has a hard time telling her the truth.
And the two of you have conferred with Ms. Brower this morning. And the court would note, Ms. Brower, maybe a mistake, but there appears to be an outstanding motion, a motion filed by defendant mother to modify custody.
She looks pissed.
So they already knew what's the recommendation, but in any event, the recommendation, Mr. X, and there's Ms. Sewell. Good morning. The recommendation is that the front of the court recommendation, Mr. Pratt, dated August 13th, 2024, be adopted. Specifically, mother's parenting time shall be every other weekend, Friday at 4:30 to Monday to school during the school year and during the summers, week on, week off, with the exchange at Sundays at 6 o'clock. Mother's parenting time with lunch shall be reasonable and liberal. The outstanding parenting time complaints filed with the front of the court through July 8th be dismissed.
So the kids chose the dad because the mom, she could come visit. She can only come visit. That means dad gets bigger custody.
It's also known that both parties have provided the court with essays, what they've learned for their high conflict solution.
Ooh, I licked my mic.
The court appreciates both of you taking that program. Hopefully it was beneficial. I'm not.
Mom is hot.
Order the completion of that class if it's a waste of time. So I hope that there was some.
I'm sure she looked better back then.
Both of you to make life easier for each of you. All right. So, Ms. Sewell, do you understand the recommendation?
I do understand it. I understand what's wrote. I don't understand how we got here.
Okay. So you disagree with the recommendation?
Absolutely.
How we got there is we have an independent, experienced front of the court.
Yes, you disagree.
Facilitator.
I personally feel like she's
interviewed your children. So your children are 16, 14, 13.
16,
it's not like
14,
a
13.
6-year-old. So
Okay.
much
Mid-teens.
more weight to be given on the thoughts and input of the children.
So his kids are kind of mature. They kind of know the stick, or they know the gigs up.
And I can guarantee you that, Ms. Sewell. So maybe you should ask yourself these questions, because obviously this is what the children want.
The children would always choose ice cream over broccoli, and that's what's happening right here. I serve my children broccoli. He chooses to serve them ice cream. Children will always choose ice cream over broccoli. There are serious concerns.
Yeah, your kids are so stupid that they would choose ice cream all the time over broccoli. Wow, you really look down on your kids, don't you?
In this case, that have not been addressed, and unfortunately, it's so sickening and disturbing, this case, that the outcome of this recommendation is me dropping out. I don't wish to continue this anymore.
You can't stand hardship?
My children have been failing educationally for years, and he's the one in charge of getting them to school, taking them to school. He's been charged with truancy charges. My son has dropped out of school. My children are depressed, suicidal, on medication, and all absence of their mother. But yes, continue the same path for them.
She sounds crazy. I could see why the kids don't choose her. If this is all a lie, I think the father should seek a defamatory litigation.
Everybody agreed that something different needed to be done, and choosing the same
Ethan Klein.
sickening and despair life for them is enough for me to decide that continue
word
on
choices.
and do that. My son is now dropped out of school. There's no changing that. My daughter had a 1.3 grade average last year. I have went to court every single year fighting to know knowledge about my kids, fighting to be present for my kids, fighting for my kids to attend birthday parties, fighting for my kids to attend funerals. I've had to go to court to know my kids' education, to know their therapist. I've had to go to court to have you tell him that he had to keep them in school so he wouldn't take them out for acting classes. I've had to go to court for all these things and nothing.
Here's the thing. You want to think that woman has no self-control. Woman absolutely has self-control. I've seen many women grow up to be very mature people. It's just that some people just choose not to mature.
Has been done. So now my children, 13, 15, and 16 years old, are on medication, failing classes, depressed, suicidal, sexual activity, talking to men online, absolute disgust. Yeah,
I wonder why. And how do you know that one of your daughters talking to men online? Did you hack into her computer to find out? Did you unlock her phone to find out?
He won't do anything about it. I'm not allowed to be present. I'm pushed out of the way. So of course the kids want to choose whether they're not parented, not governed, and he's feeding them ice cream over broccoli. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with them. However, I don't choose to be a part of it anymore. I choose to not have the police called on me when I take away my son's Xbox. I choose to not have CPS called on me when I'm trying to get help for my daughter's suicide problems. I choose to not have false police reports called on me about stalking my ex. I'm choosing, if you guys don't choose better for my kids, I'm choosing to step aside. Flat out. I have 2 other children to parent and raise and worry about. That's how I feel.
Wait. So she already has another dude? She hopped on another dick that quick? Oh my god. So she just bailed. She jumped ship. Like, what about the dad? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with finding another spouse after a divorce. But like, you have 2 more kids after your 3 kids. And oh yeah, by the way, this has died here. You know, like right now, people have died here usually have mental health issues. Just trying to point that out.
It's a miss.
Yes, man. Hold on. There's another one thing.
Cut out the judge.
I started all these parenting time complaints, and up until this point, because he was allowing the kids to move freely between homes, it was working out fantastically great until he tried to strong arm me into paying him some money. Hold on 1 second. He had moved it.
Yeah. Keep cutting out the judge. Keep talking. You're doing really good for yourself.
A man into the basement with my 12-year-old daughter, lied to me about it, lied to the courts about it, wouldn't let CPS in. And my daughter is expressing sexual habits and behaviors, and nobody will investigate it, and nobody hears me. Would you be comfortable with your daughter expressing sexual pornography and doing things online, knowing that there is a man living down in the basement and she's telling people that she's dating a 40-year-old man? Would you feel comfortable with that? This is who I'm leaving my children with.
This guy is smart. Let her talk. Let her dig a deeper hole for herself. Because, look, no one's taking her seriously. No one here is taking her seriously. The judge, this lady, and this guy. When you crash out, even though when you're right, it makes you look wrong.
First of all, Ms. Sewell, have you reviewed I think Mr. Axton filed in the court file, there's University of Michigan.
If you think it's an issue, go. If you think that your ex-husband is pimping out your 12-year-old daughter, well, go press charges, provide evidence, right? I'm pretty sure I'm 110% sure if she has proof that her ex-husband is pimping out her daughter or pimping out their daughter or whatever, she would definitely press charges immediately. The only reason why she's not pressing charges is because she don't have evidence. And the reason why she doesn't have evidence, 99% certainty, is not true.
I have.
all made
Can
up.
I explain something to you?
Stated June 6th, whether your daughter was taken to the hospital, she claims that there's ongoing, this is her words.
Yes, can I explain something to you?
Mother.
Yes, can I explain something
Wait,
to
what?
you? Yes, can I explain something to you?
Mother.
Abused by her mother.
Can I explain something to you? So
I just want to make sure that no, you don't need. Want to make sure you saw these.
I did.
So
I did, absolutely. And it made me bawl. It's so sickening because here's the thing. Here's the thing, Your Honor. Mr. Atkinson, I was explaining my concerns of what I was finding on her phone and explaining what I have known my son to do and explaining what we had just came across. The referee wanted to say that the kids were not allowed around each other and was concerned about incest relationships because what I was finding on Isabel's phone while she was in Mr. Atkinson's home. So I explained this to the court. The referee was like, whoa, something's going on. You know, the kids aren't allowed around each other. Mr. Atkinson went home and told Isa and London that I was accusing them of having an incestual relationship and blamed the entire thing on me. So she absolutely was so mad at me. And I think I provided text messages to the court where she was saying, my mom's so weird. She thinks I'm having sex with my brother and she thinks I'm having sex with my dad's roommate. But these are the things that I'm finding on her phone and I'm providing them to the court. I'm not having conversations with my daughter about what I'm thinking. I'm having conversations with Aaron Atkinson.
Very possible, like they just have really normal texts, and then she just drew up this whole conclusion in her own head. I've seen a lot of middle-aged and late-age women that are really bored with their life, and they're what they are. They're intellectual narcissists. Like they like to think that they are these world-class investigators that can figure out. Like they can figure out the Illuminati just by looking at like a few words. Moms or like middle-aged women like this, they are narcissists. They like to think that, oh yeah, I know everything just from reading a sentence. Like she probably read a text like, haha, brother, all right, bye, or all right, I love you, bro. See you at home. And she probably drew a whole plot in her own head, like what the hell is happening, right? Oh my god. She said she loves him. See you at home. That means they were having sex. They're doing it. They're doing it when we're not home. Oh my god, this is incest. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I figured it out. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Oh, intellectual narcissist or pseudo intellects.
And trying to get to the bottom of it, and then he's going and telling the exact. He is showing her, even these classes, he is showing them the paperwork and putting it in their faces, absolutely causing problems. I've came to the courts every single year about things that I'm.
Something tells me this guy just like played a video and he's looping it.
Bad mouth, I'm talked about. Of course the kids view me like this. This is 100% parental alienation, and the courts have enabled the abuse of me, the control of me, and I'm done. If you guys cannot see that, why would I be fighting for my kids to abuse them? All I want for them to do is do better in school. Hold him accountable to that court order. It's a court order for a reason. You're not allowed to badmouth me every chance you get. My kids don't need to grow up in a toxic environment like that. I love them so much and only want the best for them. So yeah, they hate me for making them clean their rooms. They hate me for grounding them, taking away their cell phone. I took away my daughter's cell phone because of the things that she was posting on TikTok and the boys that she was talking to.
Kids, clean your room. I don't like how that looks. I don't like how your controller wires are all over the place. Clean your room. Why is there a guitar on the wall? Clean it. Clean it. I don't like there's a stain over there. Clean it or you're grounded. You're in my house. You have to follow my rules. You have to do this. Okay, I'm taking your door away. You don't need privacy. I'm taking the door away. I'm gonna have my eye on you 24/7.
He turned around and bought her a new phone. After all this, there's no disciplining the kids. There's no wanting better for them.
She's a control freak.
I am merely nothing more than a babysitter. So I choose to not do it. I cannot live and I cannot be exposed to the police knocking on my door again, to the CPS.
Imagine raising your kids and calling yourself a babysitter for raising your kids.
Far too long. Far too long. And this is
Narcissists will say that.
So congratulations, Aaron. You've won. Congratulations. This is absolutely what you've wanted. I hope you're happy with the result.
He has this video on loop.
I feel so bad for my kids, but I feel so bad for my kids' future that they have to live like this. 100%. The kid's therapist is his therapist. Can you imagine what my kids would say if my
Look
kids
at this lady. She's like, man, why am I dealing with this? This is so draining.
That I said about my ex, the paid actor, the one that literally gets paid to make people believe his story.
Miss Sewell, the children need their mother. So I hope you keep an open mind.
And they also need a happy mother and one mother that's not being constantly controlled and abused and enabled by the court system to continue the abuse. I cannot handle it anymore. I have hit a peak. I've hit a moment. I cannot. The summer goes so perfect and so well and it's so harmonious. And when the kids were moving freely from home to home, it was so good. It was so happy in that time. It was so good. But money is a root of all evil, so I'm sorry I didn't have the money at the time.
All right, take a deep breath, Ms. Sewell.
Take a deep breath. We're moving on to the next step in the process of this custody explanation.
You make sure you're listed. You should be involved in school activities, one parent teach conferences. Make sure that you're listed as a contact at school. Absolutely, you're the parent.
I have had to go to court and fight for every single thing of that, and I do. I attend everything that I am aware of, that I can. I attend everything. I do everything that I'm supposed to. I show up to therapy. I do everything that I'm supposed to do. Everything and more. I adopted my life in 2020 as if he was standing right next to me. And you can ask any about that. I said, I will live my life as if Aaron Atkinson is standing next to me because that's how it feels. Every move I make, I have to make sure that he's okay with it, how he can spin it, and how he can use it against me and use it against me in court. And that's how I have become this person that I am so proud of today.
He is so used to this. He's like, oh, there she goes again. Oh, she's having a crash out. She's blowing a gasket. Why did I marry her?
The fact that you are sitting here and saying my kids don't deserve to have their mother. Why is it okay for this man to have truancy charges? Why is it okay for him to not push school on the kids? Why is it okay for him to be living in a bed bug infested house, almost foreclosed on, and everyone's okay with it? Why are you okay with it?
Right, Ms. Sewell, the court fully understands your position. Keep in tabs if, in fact, the children are missing in school. Bring it to the court's attention. The court will make changes.
You have all the paperwork right now. You have all the paperwork right now. I have. That's a joke, you telling me that. I brought all text messages, school paperwork. I have absolutely brought everything. The 37 absences. I brought that, Your Honor.
37 absences. Actually, I have more than 37 absences. I turned out to be a pretty good kid.
Mr. Atkinson, do you understand the recommendation this morning?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Do you have any objection to the court adopting the recommendation?
No, I do not.
The court's going to add a couple things to this recommendation. If you could, please, Ms. Brower. Number one is that All three children shall be involved in counseling, and they shall not be your counselor or therapist, Mr. Atkinson. Not someone that you are seeing. Just understand, all three children shall be enrolled in counseling. They've all three got problems. So all three should be enrolled in counseling, and they should not be your therapist or counselor. And finally, if the children miss school because of illness, you need to take them to the doctor that day. No unexcused absences. So if you take them home.
Schedules the appointment during school.
Please do not interrupt. Mr. Atkinson, if these children.
The moment she opens her mouth, judge is like, do not interrupt. She does one of these. Silence, woman. A man's talking. You shut that hole. I don't want any air coming out of that pothole.
Children are sick, they don't go to school, you need to take them to a doctor that day. Understood?
Understood.
Yeah, I got to increase the volume.
And Miss Sewell, please keep
speaking at an indoor voice.
If in fact they're missing school, the court's we'll bring them back into court, and the court wants answers as to why they're not in school.
This is a joke. I've been doing this for years, Your Honor. Every single year I provide the school record. Every single year. So you're telling me to do exactly what you told me last year, which was the thing that you exactly told me the year before, which is the exact thing that you told me the year before. You've told me this every single year.
Damn, she had 2 kids during this arc of divorce? Dude, what the hell is wrong with you? She has a total of 5 kids.
Every single year you've told me this. I've been bringing this to you every single year. Every single year, Your Honor.
Well, we've got 3 files here, and we've been a lot of activity, but bring them timely. Ms. Sewell, I do,
Your Honor. It has 30
Yeah, keep interrupting him.
days you have 30 days to file the complaint. I do, Your Honor. I do. I file everything on time. I do bring it to you. I do. So you're telling me the exact same thing as you did a year ago. So what is it going to be? One more child is going to drop out? Are we going to wait till one more child gets to drop out? Because this could have been prevented. This absolutely could have been prevented.
The court's attention.
This absolutely could have been prevented.
I'm not going to talk over you, try to talk above you, Ms. Sewell. So
yeah, you better listen, or else you're going to miss any important information.
Please, I will look at it. So please bring it to the court's attention, and the court's going to amend the recommendation with those.
Your Honor, can I ask something else?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure.
So we have a thing on our court order that we are not supposed to talk about each other on social media. However, I'm not being quiet about what's being done to me at court anymore. And since the court order has never been followed before, and there are no consequences. So if I start speaking out about what's being done in the care that Mr. Atkinson, and I have already interviewed with the podcast company that wants to hear my story about what's been happening with friend of the court.
Oh, no. Oh, you're going to get him good. The podcast is going to expose him.
CPS and how I've been treated and the injustice and the fact that you're still allowing this behavior and you're giving custody to him. Am I allowed to speak about it, or are you putting a no speak order on me? Am I allowed to tell my story, or is this allowed to be aired?
If you're not sure about following court orders, then you should consult an attorney, because yes, you violate court orders, people can be held in contempt.
Okay, but why is he allowed to be held? Why is he allowed to disobey the court order, but he is not allowed to be held? He never gets held in contempt.
God, you're arguing like a toddler. You're not winning anything by arguing like a toddler.
So why is it that I only am allowed to be held in contempt, but he does not have to be held in contempt? You just dismissed about 20 of my violations.
Interrupt the judge. Keep on.
Court violate court orders. With that,
but you're not, because you just dismissed all my court orders that he violated. So are you going to choose to violate me and not him once again?
What court orders? Is it some bullshit with no evidence? Court orders? You got to provide proof when you send court orders, right?
I'm just saying, I want to speak out. I want this podcast to be aired. I very much want my voice to be heard. I think that other people can benefit from hearing my story about the injustice that's been being caused to me. I want to speak out about my story, and I want to make sure that I'm not being contempt of court again because I'm the only one that gets held in contempt of court. So I'm asking you to lift that ban on me being able to speak and me being able to speak about my story.
Your request is denied.
Okay, I will take my chances.
Okay, that will conclude this hearing.
All right, take your chance and
Thank you,
lose.
Ms. Brower.
Your Honor, that new recommendation will be in your queue in just a moment.
Thank you.
What a dumb bitch. Holy, I've never seen someone shot themselves in the foot so many times. She really shat in her own hand and force-fed her own shit. This lady is god-awful dumb. Like, I wonder if she rewatches this video and look at how she behaved. Does she think that she's gonna win in any way? If you have a court order, you know, just follow the court process, right? There's nothing you can do. You just follow the court process. You almost screwing your other court case up was a dumb idea. Like, yeah, I know some people like to think that emotions are above logic, right? But then, you know, 99.999 times logic always beat emotion. Okay, and just from my observation, I can see why the kids don't want to be with her. She's not right in the head. She's saying all these things, right? She could just provide the proof. If you have proof, provide it. The court doesn't believe in words, right? They may believe in witnesses, but even that can get disputed most of the time. Like, witness can get disputed and their words can be denied. But if you have solid proof, provide it. Provide the fucking proof, and then, you know, you'll win. You'll look like the good guy. But no, you rather crash out and look like a dumbass and flip your lid. Now all the kids, right? I mean, the kids choose the dad because he's more mentally sound versus you. You're unhinged. You keep interrupting the judge. You keep saying all these things. I'm willing to bet that it's not true. Like, if you think it's true, you would have provided the evidence. You would not just yammer and yammer all the time. And then you try to threaten your husband with the podcast. What powerful podcast are you on? Are you going to be on JRE? Am I going to see you on that pseudo-intellectual guy? Oh yeah, Lex Friedman. Are you going to be on Lex Friedman? Huh? Is it something big? Some major plot twist? What a dumb bitch.